You are now listening to the Gospel of Alex. Alex, drop those scriptures. Church is in session.
You got a big bag, let me bang. Show me where your friends at, we can get that. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game. Show you where the red at, where the blue at. Show you where they flipped at, where they bitch at. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game right now.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Shout out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of Elite Fleet. And today I want to talk about how modern men need to get back to work and they need to drop their delusions. Now, we hear a lot about how women are delusional. They have these delusional expectations. They have unrealistic expectations of relationships or what their life's going to be or where they stand on the dating market. But my thing is, men have a lot of those same delusions. You'll see a dude who's fat. You'll see a dude who's broke. You'll see a dude who lives with his mother, dude with no car, a low-end job, okay, doesn't have his own spot, and he still feels like he should be pulling Instagram models, 9s and 10s, whatever the case may be, and they should be submissive to him. They should be following his lead. They should basically be kissing his feet solely because he's a man and he has a penis. That level of entitlement, men are not supposed to have as a man. We're supposed to be trained to work for everything that we get. And I think a big problem, because everybody just talks about the black community and it's 75% single parent rate, but people leave out in the Hispanic community is 50% and the white community is 30%. Even in the Asian community, it has climbed up to double digits at 14%. So what I'm saying is a lot of modern men are delusional as all hell as well. And this entitlement, this I should get submission, I should get a pretty girl, I should win at life while putting in very little to no effort is starting to translate to the workforce because modern men don't want to work anymore. I repeat, modern men don't want to work anymore. And on top of not wanting to work, they refuse to get skills, they refuse to get an education. Now listen, I come out here all the time. I see videos all the time where they say, men don't go to college, college is all political, you don't need school, you can make your own way. Well, listen, am I going to sit here and tell everybody that they should go to college? No. I went to college, I had a great time. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about when y'all say college experience isn't the same, it's all political now. My college experience was lit. I had the best times. We went to several spring breaks. I made lifelong friends who are still my friends to this day. I was able to leave my home state, move to a whole new world, a whole new territory, broaden my horizons, okay? You never get as much V-Box as easy as you do in college. You never learn as much about yourself in your life as you did in college. I got my first apartment in college. I got my first car in college. I like to say I became a man in college because I was on my own and I was no longer under the thumb of my mother, enabling me to be her little baby. I was out on my own and I had to be a man and I had to learn. And it's like, okay, you don't want to go to college. Well, here's the issue. Women are outpacing men in college now by damn near double the margin. So we can talk about all the debt that they're accumulating, but at least they have high-end jobs. So they can actually pay the debt. They may be paying it for the rest of their lives, but they can actually pay it. The problem is men aren't getting these college degrees. Now the next thing I always tell the men, well, if you're not going to get a college degree, then you need to get some type of a skilled trade or labor. Here's the problem. Most modern men aren't doing that either. As a matter of fact, recent reports have found that for every 5 skilled laborers who retire, only 2 men actually have the skills to replace them. And that number is going down even further. So you have to ask yourself, well, if modern men aren't getting a college education so that they can take care of themselves, so that they can become elite, and so that they can make money, and they're not getting a trade so that they can take care of themselves, so that they can become elite and they can get money, then what exactly is it that modern men are doing to take care of themselves? Well, you let it tell the internet. You let it tell Twitter, you let it tell Instagram, you let YouTube tell it. Modern men nowadays are all dream chasers. That's right. Dream chasers. Everybody wants to have a poppin' YouTube channel or a poppin' TikTok. I can't tell you how many guys have came up and said, well, there's some people online who get paid to play video games. These guys want to do what they want to do. They don't want to work. Now, here's my thing. Everyone should chase their dreams, okay? Everybody should want to do what they want to do eventually, but you have to put in the work before you can get there. I repeat, you have to put in the work before you can get there. Before I released my first movie on Amazon 2 years ago, I was working up until that point. Why was I working? I had to get the money to get the damn small business. I had to get the money to get the cameras. I had to get the money to pay the production team. I had to get the money to pay the closed captioning. I had to get the money before I could start the damn business. Same thing with my videography, photography business. Same thing with my financial advising business. You guys have to understand, you have to grind. Then you invest your money smartly by investing it into yourself, and eventually when you invest that money into yourself and your business endeavors and your dreams become profitable, then you go full time with your dreams. The problem is modern men today, and they're being encouraged to do so by the internet, which is why I would tell you guys never trust a YouTuber whose primary source of income is YouTube, because he cannot lead you in the right way, because you would have to ask yourself, if you weren't doing anything of note before your YouTube popped, what would happen if your YouTube would have never popped? You probably would have been a below average man your entire life. That's most likely what would have happened. As a matter of fact, most YouTubers, if they lose their channel, see Sneaky O, okay, see Young Pharaoh, see what's going on with Tommy Sotomayor right now, and many others, they lose their channels, they disappear. You think the followers are going to follow you, but like I tell people all the time, your YouTube subscribers are YouTube subscribers. You might get a couple of lucky people who might follow you, 1,000, 2,000 so, who might follow you to your website or your Patreon, but eventually they're going to fall off and they're going to go back to YouTube and they're just going to follow someone who is saying the same things you were saying that's not kicked off of the platform. What are you going to do then? Do you have a skill to fall back on? Do you have a trade to fall back on? Do you have an education to fall back on? See, the dream, again, is all fine and dandy, but you have to be realistic within the dream. You guys are talking to a certified small business owner. I always like to show my receipts. Certified small business owner. And I'm telling you guys, it's going to take you at least 5 years on average before you even become profitable. Most small businesses fail within the first 2 years. As a matter of fact, over 70% of them fail within the first 2 years. So we're going to talk about being logical. We're going to talk about being leaders. We're going to talk about putting ourselves in a position to build a kingdom so that we can move a woman into it, so that we can be happy just in general, so that we can travel, we can sit front row at games, and we can do all this stuff. Then we have to be realistic. We have to say, get yourself a trade or get yourself an education. From there, use that money as seed money to grow into whatever business or whatever dream that you have. But to just run out here and say, I'm going to be a straight dream chaser with no responsibility, paying no bills, and really taking care of nothing is crazy. And nobody who's telling you to do that really cares about you or is concerned with your future. I repeat, nobody who's telling you to do that really cares about you or is concerned with your future. So I said it before, I'll say it again. Never trust a YouTuber whose primary source of income is YouTube. If the person didn't already have it together, if you didn't see them doing things, working, okay, grinding, and having something before they got on YouTube, you probably shouldn't even listen to them. There's too many people who came here in their cars. There's too many people who came here in their mom's basements. There's too many people who came here and this was their last leg. And they come out here and they tell you guys, why don't you chase the dream? And they give you guys these big 6 figures ambitions and all this extra stuff. The reality is, that's not going to be the life for everybody. There's over 51 million channels on YouTube. 10 million of those channels are monetized. Alright? Of those 10 million, only 3 million hit about 10,000 plus subscribers, where the real big money starts to roll in. So the likelihood you're going to even be one of the people who ever get monetized, let alone become one of the people who get the 10K, slim to none. But it doesn't matter as much if you're doing this as a hobby and it's not your primary source of income. You can't have delusions of grandeur. A lot of men have delusions of grandeur. They want to be rich so bad, but they don't want to do the work to get there. I had a comment one time, and I want to close the video with this, and she said, once you come up, everybody wants a handout. Everybody wants something from you. Everybody wants you to buy them something. Everybody wants you to put them on. Everybody wants you to help you out. They act like you just got what you got. Rather you got it through education, skilled trade, rather you got it through a small business, chasing your dream. No matter how you got it, everybody just acts like you just got whatever it is you got. They never see the blood, sweat, and tears, sleepless nights, the grind that you put in to get to where you got. But they want to reap the rewards when you get there. And this is why I'm telling you guys, never listen to a YouTuber whose primary source of income is YouTube. Because once they became successful, it's easy for them to sit there in their chair like this, like king of the world, and say, hey man, you can do it too. Drop all that job shit. Drop your job. Just go out here, chase your dreams, open a business, try to make 6 figures, go on YouTube, go on TikTok, play the game, all that crap. But as a man, you have to be logical, reasonable, and number one, you have to be able to take care of yourself and provide for those around you. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is by getting yourself a college education or getting yourself a strong trade. It's not talked enough about here. It needs to be talked about more on here. Alright, this is probably not going to be one of the most popular videos, but this is just a real video. Everyone's telling you to dream chase, and I'm not telling you not to dream chase. But what I am telling you is to make yourself a responsible adult who can hold yourself down and then dream chase within doing that. Don't drop everything just to be out here blindly chasing the dream that you have a low percentage of actually accomplishing. Alright, you want to be a rapper? Fine, make your tracks. Drop your album, but work your job in between that. You want to be a singer? Same thing. You want to be a gamer? Same thing. You want to be a YouTuber? Same thing. But you cannot, especially as a man, negate one of your primary responsibilities as a man, which is to be a provider, if not for anyone else, for yourself. I repeat, if not for anyone else, for yourself. Modern men need to get to work. They need to realize what's happening. And they need to get out of this mind frame that they don't need a trade and they don't need a college degree. Everyone's not spewing this message, but there's too many people spewing that message. And it's not good for young men to be hearing. It's really not good for any men to be hearing. Guys, get your CDLs, get your financial license, get your welding license, get your HVAC, go to college, get you a major in STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and let's get back on our grind and get back to the bag the right way and translate that bag into our dreams so then we can end up doing something we really want to do. I am Alex, and I am out. Peace.